entire thing I really need to talk about. No, there's no like super depressing news I'm going to be talking about. This isn't, you know, it's not, I don't know. This is not a great start. This is probably just a stream that I'm probably going to just, hide off later. Just a lot of stress has been building up. Today has not been a very good day, and I just need to just, spend some time and need to vent to someone. And I figured, I love my audience. I love you guys. And as stupid as it may sound, I'm just going to make my thoughts public about the random things that have been bothering me. In other words, I'm making my problems now your problems. You're welcome, Internet. Hey, Mr. Coconut, how's it going? I've got my Snorlax to keep me company, too. He makes a perfect pillow, just like a real Snorlax. Anyways, there's just been a lot of stuff that's been bothering me. And a lot of it has to deal with the internet and things that have been going on. Let's start with the first thing that I came home to, which was just Nintendo stuff. I've seen a lot of people talking about the Switch 2 and the games and whatnot, and I gotta say, I used to be one of those people that would defend Nintendo with anything. I can't do that anymore. I've completely joined the boycotting Nintendo bandwagon. Like, I'm going to be later today canceling my Nintendo Online subscription, so once this one wears out, I'm not renewing it until changes are made, because the whole process that's been going on has just been so stupid. Like, telling people that their games it's variable pricing. Their games are worth $80. No, it's not. And people are using excuses like, oh, the tariffs because the scary orange man, this is the scary orange man's fault. No, it's not. Because it's $80 for digital games, mind you, that you do not get to own. Which is a fascinating thought that as soon as the services go down, hey, that $80 you spent on that game that you love so much, well, guess what? It's no longer your game. In fact, you don't get to play it anymore. I mean, that's how the whole Ubisoft debacle happened. Exactly what happened. Anyways, so you've got that going on. And the fact that there's a bunch of people who are supporting this is also what kind of pisses me off. Like, why is it okay to just support a company that's trying to nickel a dime for every dollar? It's not. It's not fair. It's not fair to people. The entire point of Nintendo was supposed to be a company that's supposed to give games out there and consoles out there for a family experience. That's the point. That was the entire point of Nintendo, to make a family fun experience that could be accessible for anyone. But now they're charging for $450 for consoles that don't meet the standards of other consoles. And they're also saying, oh, by the way, now our games are going to be $80. If they were 60, it would make sense still. But I'm trying to figure out how they could justify games like Mario Kart being $80 when you have games like Baldur's Gate 3, freaking, what do you call it? Red Dead Redemption 2, any remastered version of Skyrim for $60. Games of which have thousands of hours of content. It's just, those games are $60, and you could buy those games for $60 and be content for your entire year. Oh, him. Yeah, let's try not to get super political. I was just mentioning the tariffs thing because it's stupid that people are using tariffs. I'm not trying to make this super political stream. I'm talking about video games, and I mentioned politics, but I'm not trying to, specifically throw out my political beliefs. Anyways, regardless. as much fun as video games are, and as much as I love Nintendo, I can't support a company that's going to try and nickel dime you and then tell you, oh, by the way, if you can't afford it, buy our old console, even though it won't be able to run any of this stuff. And again, what really angers me is not only is Nintendo doing this, but people are supporting it. People who are going, I'm not going to, you know, support freaking Nintendo. I'm not buying their stuff. And then they turn around and go, well, I just pre-ordered like 3 Nintendo Switch 2s. It's like, why? Why would you do that? Like, if you have a content creator and your entire thing is Nintendo, that's one thing. But even then, the fact that you're supporting it doesn't help. But the fact that there's people out there who do it, and even worse, people out there who do it and then go, but you shouldn't do it. Or people out there who do it and then go, oh, you can't afford it? You're just broke. You broke piece of garbage. It's like, no. Maybe people just have standards. Maybe people like you are the problem. Did you ever stop to think about that? That maybe people can't afford these games because people like you are justifying companies increasing the price for their games. And so other people won't be able to afford games anymore. And all you have to say is, sucks to be broke. When you are the problem, you don't get to try to poor shame people. It's not how it works. It just makes you a bigger asshole. And we don't want it to become more. Well, guess what? It's too late. Now Xbox is jumping on the bandwagon, going, oh, by the way, during the holidays, we're going to start making video games $80 for our first-party games. Thank you, Xbox, for jumping on that. You could have been the saviors. You released freaking, what was it? Not Morrowind. What was the other one? The last Elder Scrolls. They released Elder Scrolls remastered. What was it? Oblivion. They re-released Oblivion for $50. And now they're going to go, oh, by the way, now our games are going to be $80. It's so stupid. And again, the fact that people are trying to defend this kind of stuff just irks me to no end. Sony did it first. No, Sony may have done the whole $70 thing, but Nintendo wasted no time of going, well, now we're going to make it $80. No. Sony is guilty of now buying FromSoft, which means now they're going to be making Souls games exclusively for PlayStation, which means now, guess what? Soulsborne's games going to be behind a console paywall. And it's only a matter of time before indie games are going to have to start increasing their games. It's just the fact that also people are trying to also explain the fact that it's because, it's inflation. No, it's not. Inflation's never been a problem before. And you can't go, oh, it's because all these companies have so many people that they have to pay. Why are they paying all these people? Look at some of these indie developers that are able to make it. Great example. Freaking Lethal Company outsold Call of Duty games made by one furry in a basement. And the game is $10. And you mean to tell me the games now need to be $80, and the excuse is, oh, they have so many people. When they have all these people making all these different games, and you can have one person outperform all of them. Repo's a small development team, and they're blowing up everywhere. It's like, it's insane. But no, it doesn't matter, because the problem is gamers are trying to justify these prices, and that's stupid. And now we're suffering. Other gamers who actually want to be able to, afford things and don't have to rely on their parents to buy them games because they're also privileged, we're suffering. I could have tried to save up for a house or at least a rented apartment, or I could continue buying these $80 games. The choices here are hard. Expedition 33, that's the game I was trying to think of earlier. Yeah, made by 40 people, and it was sold for $40? It's either 40 or 50. Either way, small team, Made an amazing game. It's insane. Oh, and I hate the fact that people are supporting it. It's not this, by the way, this rant isn't just going to be about video games and Nintendo. Oh, there's other stuff. There's other stuff. Don't worry, we're getting to that. It's just, this is what mostly what I was hearing about today. So that's the thing I want to start off for. The next thing I wanted to talk about, which is a completely different side project, is, and Caramel, I think you'll appreciate this conversation, VTubers. One in particular, which I won't, I've just been learning more about, and I've just makes me glad that most of the people that most of the people that I know that are VTubers are small and aren't as much as assholes as the people that I see. Yep, Cinder, exactly. Just how terrible of a person do you have to be? Do you have to be to try to shame someone into only doing models for you, steal other people's designs, and then blame all of it on your manager slash your boyfriend slash manager, which, to be fair, he was a part of it. Of course, it doesn't fucking matter because A, she's cheated on her significant other, and B, she dropped him like a sack of potatoes as soon as all this controversy started. It's like all the bullying that she did with other people. It's like, how much does it cost you not to be a dick? Like, woohoo, you're a popular VTuber. You got amazing jiggle physics. Whoop-de fucking do. How about you just be a good person? It's just. I like that comment. Hold on. I hope it shows, but it's good. Her apology sucks. Shy Lily was good at telling her off. Yeah, no. I had to have all these people come and tell her off. Pretty much, Cinder then had an apology, and the apology was just like, "Trust me, bro. I'm not. I only am taking some of the blame, but it's mostly other people's faults. Trust me. You just have to trust me. Any proof? No. All these other people gave proof that she was being a terrible human being. Her? No, just take my word, bro. You can trust me. Look, look at. I would say dangling keys, but let's face it. Her tits are the dangling keys. It's just it's just no words. No words. No words can describe the disappointment I have in people. Of course, what does it matter? This is the last thing I want to talk about, which is always comes around whenever I come to venting. Always somehow comes back around to me. And the fact that, I'm making my words known, posting it out there for the internet to see. And I really don't have anything to contribute to the site. I mean, I do contribute stuff to the site, obviously. I entertain some people. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't take the time to vent to you guys. I wouldn't take the time to make streams. I wouldn't do any of this stuff for you. But it's just like, I feel like a lot of my potential is being wasted on here. I'm not going to blame the YouTube algorithm. I'm not going to start going, oh, it's because I don't get pushed out there because YouTube's evil to me. I'm not going to be that guy. I 100% believe I'm not putting in the right kind of work. YouTube does have its own problems. I do think YouTube is a broken system, but that's not why I'm not succeeding. And I'm aware of this. I'm aware that I'm the reason why I'm not succeeding. It's just that a lot of the things that I want to get done take time and energy. And when you're working like 36 hours a week, pushing carts and having to do the work of like three people, it becomes very stressful. And by the time you get in working out and playing guitar, adding a bunch of other stuff to your life, it makes it so you really don't want to do anything by the time you get home. Like by the time I get home, like at the beginning of the day, I'm like, I'm gonna try to get as much stuff done as I can. When I get home, it's just like I'm going to exercise, eat dinner, and then pass out. It's you guys have seen it. I've canceled lots of streams because I've just not had the energy. And to think I have time to make videos, no, that's not happening anymore. Honestly, I'd have to start coming up with some pretty good ideas for videos that aren't just games, or if I did do games, it would have to be things that are popular. But the problem is, I also have to be consistent. And with the way my life is right now, I really can't do that. I would need to hire an editor, which would also cost more money, which I would have to figure out how to do in a budget. And how are you going to hire a good editor to edit videos like what I want, like the quality of the videos that I've edited that you guys have seen? How am I supposed to afford that at a reasonable price? I can't. I have to pay a ludicrous amount of money. Because the person who's doing the work isn't getting paid what they're worth, or B, I pay what I feel like I can pay right now, and I'm not going to get the quality I want. It's it's a whole ordeal, and I still haven't figured that part out yet. And it's been stressing me out because I see all these people, especially when I start looking through videos, like not even certain channels that are gaining a lot of views, just videos that are doing well in general. And I'm like, that could be me. I could be gaining views. YouTube's been very good about pushing smaller content creators. I found a ton of smaller content creators more this year than any other time in the last 10 years. Smaller channels have been getting a big push lately. Not with through streams though, but through videos. But again, videos take time. And how the hell am I supposed to do that? So I didn't realize. Hey, Otter, how's it going? Otter's one of the people who I play Warhammer 40k Tacticus with. Hey, Otter. Again, it's one of those things that I want to be a content creator. I don't want to make content for you guys. I just don't have any energy for it due to the stress of life that is, unfortunately, adulting. Was there really a point to this stream? Not really. I just needed to vent, make my thoughts known to the world. Even if I'm going to be like, I'm probably going to private this later because there's really no reason, and people are just going to come on, discover this random stream, and be like, wow, this guy just bitches a lot. Yeah, I do. And that's fair. But I feel like I just needed to do it. Like, I want to start making more content again. I want to make content, like, not just streams. I want to make actual videos. I want to start making. I miss making videos, but again, it's about finding time and energy, and I feel like I need to entertain you guys too. I can't just like not. I can't do what I did before, where I just locked myself away, didn't make any video. I mean, didn't do any live streams or anything just to make videos. Because again, whenever I made video, I've been programmed from the last few couple of years where I've made videos. Because beforehand, YouTube wasn't pushing smaller content creators. And so when I made videos, sometimes it'd be like, oh, here's 1,000 views. And then other times it's like, here's 50. And again, the biggest one that did it for me, which made me the most scared, The two that made me the most scared were the last two major videos that I did, which was the Turbo Golf Racing and, even more importantly, the Can One Person Survive Lethal Company, where I poured literally like 2 months into a video, made as professional as I could, never reached 100 views. And then the golf one finally made 100 views like last month. I'm glad that someone's coming to that you're lurking at someone who's having a breakdown right now. That's cool. Exactly. You gotta lock in, bro. Make yourself happy. Gotta edit 1 week and try not to think about Sakona. It's his stream, not mine. It does scare me. Of course it scares me. Why wouldn't it scare me? To put in 2 months of my time to get no payback. Because I thought I could make something useful, but it wasn't something that people were interested in. And I think I'm justified to be scared. But I don't think it's justifiable enough that I don't try. It's trying to break through the fear of failing with another video and also just trying to find time. So I guess the point is I'm trying to figure out a way to motivate myself. I don't know why I'm doing weird hand motions, by the way, with my left hand. I feel like I gotta do something. Do something with my hand to justify it. Because literally my days are usually wake up, have breakfast, play guitar for about 10-15 minutes, go to work, get completely worn out from work because I'm having to juggle like 2 different things at once. Either carts or having to literally run the inside of the store. Not a manager, by the way, but I tend to be the handyman now, ever since one of the managers left. And unfortunately, because of my work ethic, even though people are like, oh, just don't work as hard, my work ethic, the way that I feel when it comes to work, I refuse to not give 100%. Which ends up costing me all my energy. So by the time I get home, I am completely deadbeat. I'll try my best to exercise. And then when I'm done exercising, if I got enough energy to stream, I will stream. Otherwise, it's just sit in front of the screen, watch videos, and then flop over to my bed. That's pretty much my day. What time do I usually get home? 4. And I usually get to sleep around 10. So I know there's a huge amount of time that I could spend time actually editing, except for the times that I stream. And if I'm not streaming, it's because I don't have the energy to stream. Because again, there's also time. You also gotta take into account that on Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, I go to do D&D, and Thursdays is my family time. So it's like a few of the days, it struggles. I would. It's again. And you know what? Caramel brings up a good point. It's like, when you spend hours or days making a video or making any sort of art, you want people to appreciate it. So when you do spend a bunch of time and no one comes and checks it out, it can be pretty discouraging. So I need to just get off my butt and actually do something, make content. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna fit it in and get the energy to actually make, and also make something that people actually want to watch. Before it becomes too late and everyone's already moved on from the subject. From content creator, it's tough to keep up, and everyone expects so much of you. But oh my gosh, chat's moving. Hold on a second. I'm driving that man, but I'm here for you, babe. Thanks a lot, really. Thank you. Thank you for your euphemisms as well. From one content creator to another. Let's see here. Let me catch up with chat for a little bit. Dude, sometimes you gotta be proud of what you put out there. I am proud of my work. I'm just not proud of the results. My time usually is. Yeah, but you can really appreciate it. You have every reason to understandable, buddy. If you need help with editing, I can help you. I don't need payment. That's the thing also. Like, I appreciate that there are people who've offered to do editing for me for free. I hate taking advantage of people. I'm one of those people who's like, I need to pay people, but I can't pay people too much. We'll do it for free. I can't do that either. I can feel guilty. Caramel is a great example. Caramel used to make thumbnails for me free all the time. At one point, I just dropped a bunch of money on her. It's like, this is for all the thumbnails you made. And since then, I paid her for all the thumbnails because I hate the fact that she's worked for free. I mean, it was great when I didn't have a job when I was flipping burgers and I couldn't afford it. But now that I can afford it, I feel really crappy if I didn't, actually paid what she's worth. Let's see. Anyways, from one content degree to another, it's tough to keep up with everyone and expect so much for you, but you have to break it to them. That's just not possible. As well as knowing what time is. Thank you, Tasha. I appreciate that. I spent days or weeks working on some art and see people only look at it without giving you feedback makes me discouraging. Yeah, I get that, and that's why sometimes I try to give you every great once in a while. Do try to go, this looks a little off. I don't think you realize how many people are in the exact same situation, but grind every day, stay up late because they want to accomplish their dreams. I know, and I should be doing that. I should take inspiration from people, and I should do that. I just don't because, again, I'm completely burnt out by the time I get home, and it doesn't get appreciated, but you have to do things for yourself, stuff that you would never probably expect to do. Exactly. I totally get that fear. It's a real struggle playing all that and nobody cares about it. I've been there before. I've constantly gone there. I mean, I wanted to do it for free, then you insist to pay for it. I know you want to do it for free. And you know me. I could be pushy. It's like, no. No more. No more free. Take my money. No, dude, your happiness is payment enough. You have so much support from the people you have in your community to the random raids you get and more views and watches you double digits. I know. I think another reason why this has also been accumulating is not only just the fact that, people have not only the watching other people getting a lot of traction with their videos and whatnot, but it's also the fact that for the last couple of weeks I've been dancing around 2.1k. Like it'll go 2.1k, then it's below 2.1k, then it's back up to 2.1k. The number of times that people will subscribe and then unsubscribe, it's become that added with watching a bunch of people. It's like I need to start making more content. But again, that requires the energy. Again, it's a whole circle of, need to make content, scared to make new content. People are not subscribing. Or people are not subscribing. Need to make content. People are not subscribing. It's a circle. It is a circle of pain. I'm not. By the way, this isn't a complaint towards you folks. The people who are here and constantly support me, I love you guys. This is why even through all this stress, I try to take the time to stream at least. Because even though it's not the videos that I want to make, it's a way of me to connect with you guys. Because you guys have supported me, and the least I could do is make some sort of content for you. And I've seen you burnt out very heavily. It makes me worried about you pushing yourself too much. That's another problem. I've had... Caramel has seen me at my worst when it comes to, streaming. When it comes to, making content. She's seen me at my absolute worst of being completely distraught when it comes to YouTube. YouTube has been the bane of my existence. It's given me joy. It's also caused me some of the most stress in my life. I can't really say a lot because it's been said before and there's a limit, but you are not the only content creator that these struggles and expectations laid on them. I know. I know I'm not. And I'm not trying to take that away from other people. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, all these other people are having the same problems, but I'm clearly more important. I mean, it's true to me. Specifically to me, I am more important than all the other people who are also going through the exact same problem. But, Why should I worry about these other content creators' problem? This sounds very insensitive. This is coming up like in my head. This makes more sense, but outside now, I'm saying it's making me sound like an arrogant asshole. What I'm saying is, yes, everyone's going through these struggles, and I feel sorry for them. I'm just more concerned about me, who's going through the problem right now. Like, I would love to be able to help everyone else out, but before I can help out other people with their problems, I need to help myself. I need to get over the hump myself before. It's like trying to climb the hurdle yourself before you hand the rope to other people. To pull them up. I'm not making some sort of dark joke here. I mean, like hand them the lever or lower the ladder. There we go. I need to climb up the hurdle myself before lowering them the ladder. There we go. Sounds less depressing. Sakura needs the hump. I no. I don't know how that would work. No. People's like magicians sometimes ends up there, but you bounce back every time. Crash Out seems to be concerned. Crash. This is like more like a mini crash out. It's not like a full on crash out. Just acknowledging things. Also, I appreciate that, Caramel, and I know you guys want the best for me, and I'm trying. I'm really trying. At some point, I've just got to sit down and make a plan of what I'm gonna do. It's just for people wondering why I get so tired and why I cancel so many streams. This is why. This is why there's been a lot of times where I've canceled streams because I've been so tired, and there's always that nagging feeling. It's like, well, there's only like 5 people are going to show up. To be fair, my streams have gone a lot more popular lately. Well, a lot more. They've doubled. They've gone into the double digits consistently. But no, it's just I want to make content again. I really want to make content. I really do want to entertain people. I really do would like to be as a part-time job. I would love to, find a way to make more money, or at the very least, if not make a bunch more money, at least know that I'm reaching a wider audience so I can entertain more people. I've brought joy to people who are watching, the people who are watching right now, with my usual shenanigans. I would like to, cast the net out further and entertain more people. Would it feed my ego? Yes, obviously, but that's not the main reason why. That's the secondary benefit. Sorry. Second, I guess the benefit is I get to entertain more people, which makes me feel better because I'm making people happy. The second benefit feeds my ego. No, that's the third benefit. The second benefit would be I can make more money, which would allow me to then continue to do this even more. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, no, Caramel's right. This is definitely not the worst I've crashed out. There's been times where I've just been so completely shut down where nothing anyone has said could even make me crack a smile. It's been that bad. Where I've just dug down deep in the depths of despair, where people could be like, oh, these videos are doing good. Yeah, I caught lightning in a bottle once, and I haven't been able to replicate it. That kind of thing. Also, I appreciate that, Billy, for the shout outs. Even I couldn't. Yeah, and Caramel's usually pretty good at, even sometimes where she feels like she hasn't done it, she's actually done it pretty good of making me feel less like crap. Like, I'll still feel like crap, but I'll feel a lot less like crap. You know what also crashes out lead to? Ultra depression. And that is why I'm venting, because if I keep this all inside, I will explode with depression. So thank you guys for being my people to talk to. I appreciate it. I haven't really talked about that much, but my father is in the ICU. It's hard right now if I have to want to do anything, but as a reason I've been pushing to work on other projects because I realize time isn't going to stop just because my dad's sick. I have grind. No one's going to do it for me. I'm not getting that time back. Hey G, how's it going? Yeah, I know, and I appreciate that. But the energy aspect, again, I work pretty much not quite full time, but almost full time. The only reason why I don't work full time is because if I did, I wouldn't have time to do really anything else. 5 free videos, lol. 5 free. Are you bargaining to do videos for me? I'll give you 5. Take 5. We'll give you the therapy bills later. It's like, cool. Now give us this free membership for the next 5 months. Okay. About the same price as a therapist for an hour. Nah, but like I said, long story short, I would love to make more content for you guys. I would, I would love a Vulcan hug. It's Warhammer jargon, not Warhammer jargon. We're just talking about Warhammer character. I just need to figure out things that I just need to figure. This is free. I appreciate it. Thank you. I thank you all. Thank you all for listening to my rants, my venting. So I guess the summary of all of it is: hate what Nintendo's doing lately. Hate the fact that people are justifying it. I hate the fact that VTubers are trying to justify themselves when clearly they're being really crappy people. And I don't know what to do with my YouTube channel. And I'll definitely stop by participating then whenever. Life has just been 10 times busier for me. Aren't you going to school and working like 2 jobs? That's understandable, my dude. I get it. Not specifically VTubers. Oh, YouTuber. I know, YouTubers being crappy people. Who would have thunk? Not me. Are you busy after the stream? What time is it? Because I did promise I was going to do a Mario Kart stream, and I'm still going to do said Mario Kart stream. I just needed to do this before anything else because I needed to. We all do what we can for looking out for ourselves. I'm trying. Yeah, I am. Also, yeah, I heard experience with VTubers before. That's all I'll say. I've had experience with VTubers before. Haven't personally had any problem. I've only I think specifically 2 VTubers. No, 3. At least when I was doing streams with them, they were VTubers. They're fine, as far as I'm aware. No dirt that I can find. I haven't really dug that hard. Certainly can't be any worse than the Cinder situation. I know YouTubers can be bad people. They're going to tell me that there's YouTubers out there that are pedophiles. This is why I'm only a PNG tuber. Trying to drive, smoke my cigar, and also hold my phone up while streaming at the same time. Or not streaming, watching the stream at the same time. I'm driving my feet. Saved. That's true. I have done that quite a bit. Yeah, no, it's just the only thing you can do is ignore Nintendo and don't support them like the rest of us. Enjoy what we can. Looking forward to new releases that are not Nintendo games. Again, that's why I'm not buying PlayStation consoles. That's just never happening. I've got plenty of games from Nintendo that I still need to play and finish. Also, an entire Steam catalog that I should probably finish. Plus, Steam's always releasing, indie developers always releasing to Steam anyways. Might as well just do it there, right? Actively kiss. Aw, you're the best, Caramel. So yeah, that's kind of the situation. Hopefully, at some point, I'll get my life together and figure out what to actually do. Until then, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping this up for that long. I don't know. Do you guys think? I don't know. Once more suggestion: your repo and lethal cubby content is getting great for you. Why not focus on that? You're the best, dude. Because I love you. I love you too, Caramel. I don't know why I said it like this. Like I said, I really want to turn my first day playing Repo into video, because that was some of the funniest content I think I've ever released on the channel. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get content out there. I really need to just sit down and take time. It would be great to look back on the time like 5 years when you're famous. So I say keep it up. I think another problem is I would love to turn my streams into videos, but then not only do I have to stream it, but then I have to sit through and watch 3+ hours worth of content and somehow turn that into like a 20 to 30 minute video. That's true. I think also the Jerry streams, the two Mario Party streams with Tasha, you, and Jerry were pretty good. Bioshock mixed with Lethal Company, Dark Water. I'll have to look into that. I want to get into that game, but I don't like playing by myself. Which, Repo or Lethal? Or Dark Water? Those both, they did do very well. You guys want to see a crash out? You guys see my crash out during the last Mario Party stream? Oh my gosh, they're crash out. I mean, video editing. I'm mostly self. I mean, not mo. I did learn a lot of things from tutorials, but most of it was just trying to trial and error. I never really took freaking lessons. It's more just like if I didn't know how to do something, I look up a video specifically how to do that one thing, and then that's it. Most of it was just playing around with programs. Repo? Yeah, no, Repo is scary by itself, but it's a blast with other people. You get no, absolutely. If I'm screaming, please absolutely laugh at my dismay. I may do an edit on that crash. Please do. I would love to see an edit on that. I should really turn those into videos. Those and the Repo content. I don't know what this stream turned into. It's no longer venting. It's just me brainstorming ideas now. No, but seriously, thank you all so much. You've all been awesome. You guys are the reason why I keep doing this, even through the stress that I'm dealing with and the constant nearly edging on crash out. Yes, edging. I use that term for crashing out. It's just even on the most stressful of days, you guys make it worthwhile. You're a great guy, one of my favorites to hang out with. You know what, Joe? You're one of my favorites too. I wish we hung out more often. I love you too, Caramel. No, you're the best. You're breathtaking. One of these days, I should just like put on like a long black wig and just do that. Whenever people are nice to me, just like throw off the hat, put on the wig, and just point at the screen, go, "You're breathtaking," and then quickly take off the wig, put back on the hat. I was never good at making thumbnails. I can make some thumbnail. That's why all my live stream thumbnails has just turned into like insert image, insert caption. That's it. I would love to do that. I definitely need to be here more. You've been a blast to join with and know. Tasha, you have also been awesome to hang out with. Again, this is why whenever I invite Joe, I'm like, oh, I should see if Josh and Joe, Tasha and Joe tend to do a lot of things together. Maybe I should try inviting her too. Because when the three of us together, it's been a blast. I want to be the leftover. I want to be part of your beard. With the, I know it's Otterly's been known to be a bit weird. He's got his own charms, though. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. You're welcome. Won the world. It's definitely one of the weirdest compliments I've gotten. But no, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, you've all been amazing. Thank you so much. I guess this concludes my random vent TED talk. Thank everyone so much for everything. I really hope that I can start making content for you all again, or at least pay people to make content or like do like some sort of hybrid where I like do most of the editing and then just shove the footage over to someone else to do something. Thank you everyone so much. I'm now going to go take a shower and then try to ignore the fact that my hand's now just become a Lego hand. I can only do this. C for Lego. I forgot what I was saying. Right. Taking a shower, have some dinner, set up an open lobby for Mario Kart. And of course, my friends will be able to join the VC. But thank everyone so much, everyone, for all your support and love. You're all amazing. And I hope I can continue to entertain you guys. Please continue to stay awesome, and I hope to see you all soon. Ciao.